You say you back uploading? For sure. Man, true lockdown horror stories, I ain't gonna lie. Hey, if there was ever a lockdown at my school when I was graduating, bro, I ain't gonna lie. Open that window. Open that window. We out of here. Hey, you talking about? Nah, let me stop. But hey, we finna dive into this video. If you can like, comment, subscribe, I very appreciate it. And yo, try to stay consistent. You know what I'm saying? Hey, my bad. Hey. But yeah, we finna dive into this video and vibe out. I ain't gonna lie.
3 students from Westlake High had gone missing in the past month. The police were out on the hunt. Some said they'd been spotted at the abandoned mall on Route 16. Others whispered about a van circling the neighborhoods around school. Our parents started driving us to class. Teachers patrolled hallways during breaks, and the district implemented twice-weekly lockdown drills just to be safe. The first thing I noticed wasn't his face, it was the smell. Copper and chemicals, like...
Hey, I can say that about a lot of people. Hey, bro. It wasn't your face, it was your smell.
He's soaked in bleach. Our regular history teacher had been out sick for 3 days. This substitute, Mr. Rowan, carried himself differently from other teachers. While he wrote on the whiteboard, his sleeve inched up, revealing a dark stain his hasty washing hadn't quite removed. I was still staring, trying to piece it all together, when the lockdown alarm blared. The classroom froze. This wasn't the half-hearted monthly drill tone. This was the shrill, pulsing wail they'd only tested once. The one that meant inescapable danger. "Everyone under your desks," Mr. Rowan said.
Bro, what is this? That and tornado drills. They be, well, I can understand tornado drills, but when they say get under your desk when there's a active shooter at your school, the fuck is you talking about, bruh? Open that window, bruh. We throwing a chair through that bitch. Like, what the fuck is you talking about? Get under your desk. Get under your desk, bruh. Ducking bullets? Like, no.
Nervingly calm. He didn't look one bit surprised. As we scrambled for cover, I caught a glimpse through the classroom window. Police cars silently pulling into the parking lot. Officers crouching behind vehicles, weapons drawn. My heart hammered against my ribs. My uncle's a cop. Those weren't positions for a drill. Mr. Rowan didn't follow protocol. He didn't check the lock or turn off the lights. Instead, he pulled down the blinds with deliberate slowness, watching the police through the narrow gap. Something changed in his face, a tightening around the eyes, a twitch at the corner of his mouth. That's how I knew.
Maybe he just closing the blinds just to make sure like the intruder not looking inside the classroom, you know? Yeah.
We're here for him. I reached for my phone, but his hand clamped down on my wrist. His grip was crushing, nothing like a teacher's warning touch. "No phones, Hannah." His whisper had raised the hair on my neck. "I know you're a good girl." We hadn't done roll call. His other hand emerged from his pocket, holding a hunting knife. Not a small pocket knife, but a...
Bro, what is the likelihood of this man in my classroom, though? Like this is a why me situation. Why me, bro? Why is he in my classroom, though? Like, out of all classrooms he could have substituted for, he in my classroom, bro. Bro, that's some bug, bro. That'd be
braided tactical blade at least 6 inches long. The kind hunters used to gut deer. The fluorescent lights caught its edge as he turned it slowly. "Everybody's phones now." Tyler caught my eye from beneath his desk. His jaw was set, and I recognized the look. The same one he'd had before breaking his arm jumping off Miller's Cliff last summer. Reckless determination.
Wait, whoa.
I shook my head fractionally. "You know what's funny?" Mr. Rowan said, collecting phones in a metal trash can. "How easy it is, walking in with a briefcase and a smile." He chuckled. "No one checks, no one inquires. You just say you're from the district office, and they hand you a classroom full of kids." A soft whimper came from somewhere in the room. He whirled toward the sound, nostrils flaring. "Shut up!" His voice changed, dropping any pretense of normalcy. "Or I'll give them something to find besides the janitor." Janitor? I froze. Mr. Keller had been missing since Monday. Suddenly, a knock at the door made everyone flinch.
the school been dirty for weeks. No, the school been dirty for a week. Yeah, where the janitor at? Where the custodian at? Nobody check for bro. Like, ain't this like nobody mopped the floor up for last Monday? Like, man, what's
Rowan?
Miss Riley's panic-filled voice boomed. In one fluid motion, he grabbed me, pressing the knife against my throat while pointing it threateningly at the rest of the class. His eyes swept the room with a promise that screamed, "Make a sound, and I start with her." Through the door's small window, I could see only Miss Riley's silhouette, not her face. She couldn't see what was happening inside either.
They're evacuating the East Wing. They found...
Her voice dropped.
Just stay put until officers clear your hallway.
Found what? My pulse roared in my ears. "All present!" he called back. The moment she left, my chair creaked. I had shifted. His head snapped, pupils dilated so wide his eyes looked black. "You moved," he said, voice eerily childlike. "No one's supposed to move during lockdown." He lunged, grabbing my hair and yanking me up, the knife pressed under my jaw, cold metal against my pounding pulse. "All of you," he commanded. "Against the wall." My classmates stood up, trembling. "You're coming with me," he whispered in my ear, his breath hot and sour. Suddenly, Tyler launched himself from behind a desk, swinging the metal leg he'd twisted off of his chair. It connected with the substitute's knee with a sickening crunch. The man howled, slashing wildly. The blade caught Tyler's arm, opening a gash that immediately bloomed crimson. But the distraction was enough. I slammed my elbow into his ribs and broke free.
Everyone get him!
I lunged for the classroom phone, jabbing the emergency button.
Room 207!
I screamed into the receiver.
He's got a weapon! He's not a teacher!
The substitute's face contorted with rage. He limped toward me, knife raised high. "I've gutted people for less!" he snarled, lunging forward, but Tyler tackled him from behind. They crashed into desks, a tangle of limbs and blood and fury. Other students joined in now, desperation overcoming fear, throwing books, chairs, anything to slow him down. The door burst open. 2 officers rushed in, weapons raised, shouting commands that blurred together in my adrenaline-soaked brain. The substitute was pinned, cuffed, dragged upright. As they pulled him past me, he turned, his face inches from mine, and smiled. Promising, terrible, like a death mask carved from flesh. "You disappoint me, Hannah," he whispered, so softly only I could hear. "I know where you sit, what you smell like when you're afraid." They shoved him forward, but he looked over his shoulder, mouthing 2 words. "Next time." Later, we learned the truth. Samuel Ketch was a man wanted in 3 states for crimes against kids and teenagers. He'd walked out of a maximum security psychiatric ward 2 days earlier, leaving 3 orderlies dead with their throats cut, the same way they'd found Mr. Keller, our janitor, stuffed behind the boiler in the East Wing basement. The real substitute had been found in the trunk of his own car, 3 miles from the school. Sometimes at night, I can hear that soft click of the box cutter. I've switched schools, but I check the substitute's cuffs every time a regular teacher is out.
Hey, that's PTSD.
I keep replaying that moment in my head, the moment when Liam let go of my hand, the moment I should have held on tighter. It was supposed to be a normal Friday, Mr. Carter droning on about quadratic equations while I texted Liam about weekend plans. Just 2 more periods until freedom. No one saw it coming. Ryan had always been strange, quiet, lurking in corners, staring at people for too long. But he was just another weird student at our high school. People made fun of him, but I tried my best to be nice to him. We exchanged smiles a few times in the hallway until Liam told me that he...
Nah, gang. Too many burgers for you, my nigga. Nah, gang. You say what? You want to go for seconds at lunch, my nigga? Like, you always getting full. Like, what is you talk, bro? No, bro.
Getting creepy vibes from him, and I stopped looking his way. Then, he was lost in shadows. Until that day, the school intercom came to life. Attention, this is a lockdown. This is not a drill. Please go to the designated safe areas immediately. At first, no one moved. Then I saw Ryan sprinting past our door, a huge knife in his hand. His hands were dripping red. The hunting knife in his grip glistened under the neon lights. But his eyes, God, his eyes, they were completely empty. Black pools that seemed to soak up the light around them. His lips were curved into a smile that gave me goosebumps. Someone was screaming. Mr. Carter rushed to the door. "It's jammed!" he shouted, panicked. Bang! Ryan slammed against the door, laughing, a high, childish giggle that didn't match the blood smeared across his face. "Let me in!" he sang, voice lilting like a twisted nursery rhyme. "Let me in or I'll blow your pretty little heads off!" Liam grabbed my arm. "Noah, help me!" he yelled, dragging a heavy desk toward the door. We slammed it against the frame, just as Ryan's knife slipped through the gap, narrowly missing my eye. "I can smell your fear, Noah, baby!" Ryan sniffed through the crack, inhaling deeply. "It's delicious."
Yeah, his ass crazy.
His eye pressed against the small window in the door, bloodshot and unblinking. "I've been practicing for this day, Noah. The others didn't scream enough. I know you'll shriek." A chill ran down my spine as his tongue darted out, licking blood from his lips.
Yeah, get your weird ass off. Get your weird ass off the door, bro. Yo, big ass. God damn. Like, what is you talking about? Talking about I smell fear. Yo, sun in his head not clicking. Bro.
Suddenly, we heard shouts in the hallway. Teachers and security dashed in, momentarily distracting the monster. Ryan stepped back, tilting his head like a curious animal. "Hide and seek," he whispered.
Nigga, open the door and beat his ass. At this point, gang, open the door and beat his ass, nigga. Throw a chair, throw a book, nigga. Beat his ass. He got a knife, nigga. He got a knife, nigga. We gonna beat his ass, nigga. Hit his ass, smack his ass with a chair. Smack his ass with a chrome MacBook, nigga. On God, nigga.
The hallway was a nightmare. Sprinklers drenched everything, making the floor slippery with pinkish water. Bloody handprints smeared one wall where someone had dragged themselves away. Two freshmen huddled by the lockers, clutching bleeding wounds. "He cut us and then just watched," one whimpered. "Said something about loving our pain." Halfway down the hall, I saw Ryan standing motionless at the other end, knife raised, head tilted at that unnatural angle. He removed his hoodie, revealing a vest covered with wires and bulging packages. "No more running," he called, voice echoing. Then softer, almost intimate. "I need to see inside you, Noah." We ran. Liam slipped, crashing into the lockers. Before I could help, Ryan was there, moving unnaturally fast, knife slashing. I swear his feet barely touched the ground. I ripped a fire extinguisher from the wall and swung it, connecting with Ryan's shoulder. He didn't even flinch, just smiled wider. "That tickles," he giggled, eyes dilating. "Want to see what..."
Hey, bro, you know if you hit a nigga and you say that shit tickle, what the fuck are you talking?
What pain looks like? He lunged at Liam, who barely dodged the blade. By then, we had reached the emergency exit. Through its window, red and blue lights flashed. Help was waiting. Liam turned to me, face pale with terror. "You go first," he said, voice shaking. "No, we're going together." I grabbed his wrist and he shook his head. "Don't waste time, hurry!" I stepped through the door, cold night air hitting my lungs. I turned back, reaching for Liam, our fingers connecting. That's when I saw Ryan behind him, appearing like a shadow. His eyes met mine as his arm plunged forward. "No!" I screamed. The knife entered Liam's back. His eyes went wide, mouth opening in a silent gasp. Ryan's face transformed with pleasure, eyes rolling back slightly as he twisted the blade. His tongue darted out again, tasting the air like a snake. "Beautiful," he sighed, as if witnessing something transcendent. The cops were running toward us now, but Ryan wasn't done. The blade flashed again, driving into Liam's side with a wet sucking sound. I couldn't let go of his hand. I couldn't. "Just hold on, don't let go," I begged. Blood bubbled from Liam's mouth, but somehow he managed to smile.
Yo, hey, bro. I'm not gonna have enough time for the third one, but hey, if you can like, comment, subscribe, I very appreciate it. I'm pushing out more content, and yeah, we're gonna vibe out, and I'm gonna see y'all next video.